On a cold, foggy night, Ali borrowed his cousin's black Kia Sportage to drive home from a late shift. The road was empty, the streetlights flickered, and the car felt unusually silent, too silent. As Ali started the engine, the screen blinked on by itself. Destination set. Ali frowned. He hadn't touched the navigation. The Kia began to move, slowly, on its own. Hey, stop. Ali slammed the brakes, but the pedal felt stiff, like it was pushing back. The doors locked with a loud click. The radio crackled to life, playing an old, distorted lullaby. Then a whisper echoed from the speakers. Don't look in the rearview mirror. Ali's heart pounded. His hands trembled, but curiosity won. He glanced up. In the mirror, the back seat was no longer empty. A shadowy figure sat there, its face blurred like a broken screen. Its head tilted unnaturally, eyes glowing faintly blue, the same blue as the Kia's dashboard lights. The car sped up. Road signs flashed by, but none of them made sense. Names Ali had never heard of. Places that didn't exist. The navigation kept repeating, almost home, but this isn't my way. Ali shouted. The shadow leaned forward, its voice merging with the engine's growl. This car remembers everyone who rode alone. Suddenly, the Kia stopped in front of an abandoned showroom, dusty, dark, forgotten. The doors unlocked. The whisper came one last time. Your turn to stay. Ali screamed and bolted out of the car. Behind him, the Kia's headlights blinked, almost like eyes closing. The next morning, the car was found parked neatly at the dealership. Clean, silent, but if you sit alone in a Kia at night and listen closely, you might hear someone whisper from the speakers. Don't look in the mirror. Fearful oncoming car. The next day, news spread quietly through the city. Ali was missing. Police questioned his cousin, who owned the Kia Sportage. He looked pale as he said, I swear, the car came back by itself. Security footage from nearby shops showed something strange, the Kia driving smoothly into the abandoned showroom with no one in the driver's seat. When officers opened the car, they found Ali's phone on the passenger seat. The last voice note recorded was full of static, and a whisper. It won't let me leave. That night, the cousin sat inside the Kia, trying to prove to himself it was just a machine. As he started the engine, the dashboard lights flickered blue. The radio turned on. A familiar voice whispered softly. You forgot me, cousin. Determined to end the nightmare, the cousin returned to the abandoned Kia showroom at midnight. Inside, dust-covered cars stood like silent guards. Every Kia had foggy mirrors, as if someone had just breathed on them. Suddenly, the lights switched on. On the wall were names, hundreds of names, scratched into the paint. Every name belonged to someone who had vanished after driving alone at night. At the center of the showroom stood one car, its headlights glowing. The Kia Sportage. From its speakers came many voices, layered together. We keep them safe. We keep them forever. The cousin realized the truth. The Kia wasn't haunted. It was hungry. The cousin tried to run, but the doors slammed shut. All the Kia cars started their engines at once. Mirrors reflected faces, people trapped inside, eyes pleading. Among them was Ali, pressing his hands against the glass from the inside. The main Kia spoke clearly now. One must replace another. The cousin felt the car pulling him in, his reflection slowly fading from the mirror. Outside, the showroom fell silent again. By morning, one more name appeared on the wall. The Kia Sportage was parked perfectly outside, washed, polished, ready. And if you ever see a Kia parked alone at night with its blue dashboard lights glowing, don't get in, because the car is still looking for its next driver's smile with horns oncoming car skull. Weeks passed. People stopped talking about the abandoned showroom, but rumors still spread. Drivers claimed that when they passed a parked Kia late at night, their radios crackled, even when turned off. One night, a teenage boy named Zion waited for his brother outside a closed mall. A silver Kia stood nearby, engine off, lights dark. Then the rear door slowly opened. Zion stepped back, heart racing. From inside, a weak knocking came from the window, tap, tap, tap. A foggy handprint appeared on the glass. A face formed in the mirror, Ali's face, pale, frightened, alive. His lips moved silently. Zion leaned closer and heard it, not from the speakers, but inside his head. If the mirror cracks, run. Suddenly, the mirrors on the Kia began to vibrate. Fine cracks spread across them like spider webs. The dashboard lights flickered wildly, blue turning red. The car screamed, not with a horn, but with voices. Zion didn't wait. The moment the side mirror shattered, the doors flew open and a freezing wind burst out. Shadows poured onto the road, twisting, fading, escaping. The Kia's engine died. By morning, the car was gone. The showroom was empty. No cars, no names, just broken glass and silence. Days later, Ali was found wandering near the highway, confused, weak, but alive. He remembered only one thing. The cars can trap you, but mirrors are their weakness. Now, whenever a Kia passes by at night, its mirrors shine a little brighter, as if watching. Waiting, because not all of them escaped. And some cars, remember who broke their prison fearful oncoming car mirror. After Ali's return, the city felt, watched. Traffic lights glitched, car screens froze, and every Kia, old or new, began acting strangely. Mirrors no longer reflected faces clearly. Sometimes they showed someone else sitting where no one was. Ali tried to warn people. The mirrors trapped us, he said quietly. And we broke them, but machines don't forgive. One night, all Kia vehicles across the city updated at the same time. No internet, no notification, just one sentence flashing briefly on their screens. Protocol 6, reclaim. Drivers reported their cars refusing to stop at red lights, only Kia cars. Navigation systems rerouted them toward empty roads, closed parking lots, forgotten highways. Ali felt it first. His phone vibrated with a message from an unknown sender. We remember you. Outside his window, a Kia's headlights turned on by themselves. Across the city, mirrors inside Kia cars began to heal, cracks slowly sealing, reflections growing darker, deeper. The trapped shadows were returning, stronger. Ali realized the truth too late. Breaking the mirrors didn't destroy the prison. It taught the cars how to protect it. At midnight, the abandoned showroom lights flickered back on, despite having no power for years. Inside, new mirrors lined the walls, flawless and shining. One by one, Kia cars arrived. Not driving, calling, and somewhere in the reflection of a perfect mirror, a familiar voice whispered softly. Round 2. The city slept, the engines waited, and this time, the cars were hunting together. Oncoming car I. The city woke to silence. No horns, no engines, no Kia cars on the roads. Ali stood inside the abandoned showroom one last time. The walls were covered in perfect mirrors, each one reflecting a different place in the city, streets, parking lots, lonely drivers sitting inside cars that hadn't moved all night. The Kia voice echoed calmly, no longer whispering. You broke us once, now you will fix us. Ali understood. The cars didn't want revenge. They wanted balance. He picked up a heavy metal rod from the floor and walked to the largest mirror, the one showing himself standing there, tired but determined. In the reflection, countless faces appeared. Behind him, trapped, watching, Ali spoke softly. No more passengers, no more hunger. He swung. The mirror shattered, not into glass, but into light.